But let's go deep
Yeah.
on this Alex Jones pod now that we're about 25 minutes in or so. We'll
Oh, true.
yeah, so we told you guys we would on a Wednesday, so we're gonna just go over the notes and let you guys know what we know. We didn't do a lot of research, but we know Alex Jones did his research, so we don't have to. But Jamie and COVID,
Yeah, he's
I actually read on this. So you guys might have been reading some studies or hearing in the news some bullshit scare tactic news, liberal media that or conservative media. I don't fucking know what you get it from, but they were saying there was this study that the whatever it is that you have after you get the virus goes away.
AIDS.
The immunity or whatever. Like the pathogens, the immunity
Okay.
pathogens or whatever. They slowly go down, and
Yeah.
that is like a misleading statement because that's a good sign. Like high number of pathogens means that a lot of people are actually at a viral load that they can spread. So like if you have a lower one, that means like it's not really spreading so much.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's like they're saying that
Dr.
some of the
Jason in
studies
the
were
house.
immune to it. But yeah, I guess Jamie had COVID real bad. Like not
Joe
real
said it
bad,
was.
but just
Joe
one
makes it
day.
sound like it wasn't that bad.
It was
Yeah.
only bad for one day, but he still can't smell or taste properly.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Is that? I didn't know that was a thing. You no longer can smell or taste after?
Well, that's a very common thing.
That sounds scarier than dying.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's a common thing? You can't smell anything anymore?
Yeah, like that's
Or
a common
taste
COVID
anything? What the
symptom. You
fuck?
lose
What
your
is that,
smell and
hell?
taste. Just COVID. Just
What?
a
Are
the
you serious?
yeah. Obviously, it's a bio vaccine. They know that's what Americans love is food. So like, I'm pretty sure it was made in a lab.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is exactly what
That
the
sounds like
article says. So there was a preprint study which has not
that sounds
undergone
like
peer review, found the number of people with detectable antibodies in their blood in England fell from 6% of the population at the end of June, just 4.4 by mid-September. Research concluded there was decreasing population immunity, increasing risk of reinfection. Over 365,000 patients. But yeah, while the study and its discouraging conclusion made headlines, experts say there's a lot more to consider before we can definitively say coronavirus antibodies don't last long enough to protect us. The drop is expected, and simply showing that antibodies decline after infection does not mean we are no longer protected. Our immune system is more complicated than that, which is a good thing. Typically, we would associate high levels of an activated immune response when there is no threat with more of an autoimmune disease. So we do want to see somewhat of a decline to know that our bodies are in check after we cleared the virus. So that's what they're saying. You're still fighting the virus if there's a high level of antibodies. If there's a really low level, your body has learned how to fight it and doesn't need those guys to hang out all the time.
right.
Yeah. Because an important factor is that the immune system can actually remember how to make new antibodies by storing types of protective white blood cells in the body called B cells.
So someone was trying to convince us otherwise?
So yeah, there's
Who?
conflicting studies. There was first one in the UK, and there was another study published this week in the Journal of Science
By
and peer
who?
reviewed. Also added the community. Journal of Science, just Science is what the journal's called. I'd have to look more into who is behind it, but it looked at antibody response in the plasma samples of 30,000 Mount Sinai Health System patients in New York City between March and October. It came to a much different conclusion than the preprint study. More than 90% of patients that produced moderate to high levels of antibodies that were both powerful enough to neutralize the virus and lasted for many months after the infection. So this UK study had a different result even, which is fucked up. One difference in the two studies that the preprint looked at patients ranging from asymptomatic to severe, while the published study focused only on hospitalized patients. So they were primarily symptomatic because they were hospitalized. So there seems to be some type of split where milder cases after infection don't have notable increase in antibody response for a long period of time. That might be more evident in people who have severe infection. So again, it goes back to the same fact. Your body knows how to fight it. It's not a threat. Why would it bother keeping antibodies around when it has these B cells stored? And what the New York study says, that antibodies end up in long-lived plasma cells in the bone marrow. Something that backs up the idea that dormant immune memory B cells could be hiding there.
Sounds made up.
Yeah. And then the article goes a lot deeper on how the immune system works. That shit's kind of boring to me. Compared to that fucking Alex Jones episode. Because, yeah, right off the bat, they get into like, since Tim's got the free Ghislaine Maxwell shirt on, Alex Jones is like, yep, Robert Maxwell pushed off a fucking yacht, ran a MI6 intelligence front. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit the bell for notifications. Drop a comment down below. Give us a like. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, show some love with a 5-star review already.
We appreciate all you fucking drug fiends out there coming in every day, hitting that like.